concept, you're right. Give yourself a yes prize. Demolition Dove, it's a political comic, very political. Woo! You don't get to believe how political it is. However, it's I guess people call it a centrist comic. It's not right wing or left wing. It's just straight down the middle, and a lot of reasons for that. But anyway, it's going to be fun. It's fun to do something that's so different, so off the wall humorous. It's going to be comedy. I guess black comedy. Think of was it Team America? Yeah, Team America or Dr. Strangelove. I mean, I'm not gonna claim it's gonna be that good. I mean, come on, Kubrick, but that's what I'm going for. A little bit of Howard the Duck. Yes, Joshua, extremism does indeed suck. It's crazy. It's horrible. It's ripping the country in half. There's my Demolition Dove voice. So anyway, but that book will be coming out in I believe January. In fact, we're gonna hopefully get Ted Secco on the line here so we can talk about Zomix Comics. Zomix Comics is the little imprint I'm creating with Ted, good friend of mine, longtime cartoonist. So it'll be like a mini comic imprint. It'll be separate than from Los Comics, that's where I'm publishing now, where I have been for years. But because of the nature of the story and such, I like to put it under a different company name. It's still going to be under my name. I'm not going to hide my name off the book. But that'll be Zomix Comics. And if you want to see there's a trailer. Me and Ted made a quick little trailer for it. Ted did all the animation. I just kind of stood there and say, how about this? Can we try this? And blah, blah, blah. I don't know the address, but it's on YouTube. And I believe all you have to do is enter Zomix Comics. It's X-O-M-I-X, C-O-M-I-X. Maybe Zomix Comics trailer, or at least Zomix Comics. And you can check out this cool little trailer. It'll give you a little bit a taste test of our characters. Ted's doing a new character, and they're called Zombie Man Zero, and I am doing Demolition Dove. So, okay, you know what? I see Ted's actually on hold here on the phone. I'm gonna get Ted on in a second here, and that'll be a good way to just bring everybody up to date on my projects. One of them being my half of the Zomix Comics line. So. Anyway, in the meantime, let me just thank Tehran has joined our podcast here while we've been talking, and Irma Joy 7. Thanks for coming on, Irma. Glad you made it. And Justin 3000. I see Justin 3000 has made it on, and Justin comes very, very highly recommended to us by Mr. Jin Luhan. So it looks like you guys have all been welcoming one another. That's wonderful, man. That's what I want to see. Peace and brotherhood and sisterhood and comichood. So anyway, let me, again, it's my first podcast, so everything's new to me here. But I think I got it all figured out. Let's get Ted Secco on the line here. Hello, Ted Secco. Are you able to hear me?
I can hear you, Hav.
Hey!
Can you hear me? It's like we're talking on the phone like normal.
Ted, we are talking on the phone, and like normal, we're going to talk like a bunch of geeks about comics.
Oh yeah,
Zombie Man Zero.
Dude, I like this Justin 3000 guy. He wants to be Stingray.
You know, when I saw that, I know Josh got a laugh out of that, and I'm like,
oh, that's
wow,
so cool.
Ted, you know what's great? How often in life do people bring up Stingray in a conversation?
And then how often do people know? And how often do people know who that is?
Actually, a lot less times than when they bring it up. Only the privileged know. Stingray and Moondragon and all those cool characters.
Yeah, that was a cool costume. That was like one of the coolest costumes, you know.
With the big Stingray, the big Stingray wings, like from the ankles. Yeah, that's great. And Cartoonhood, Joshua Kemble, he's striking the flag for Cartoonhood, Ted.
Yeah,
a lot of good people, a lot of cool guys on here, Ted. A lot of cool people, huh?
And I like that. Did you see that? Have the Bluegrass Avengers?
You know, I saw that and I tried to look away because I was going to start laughing and ruin my whole preamble. That was awesome, Bluegrass.
Well, that's so cool. I mean, the cartoonistas and then the Lexington Creator Group. I mean, it's pretty neat. I like the fact that it kind of like, you know, it's like a disease, but a good disease.
It's a good disease.
That's like, spreading. It's spreading. Very neat.
Well, Ted, very cool. You know, it is awesome. Let me have some more, please. So, Ted, we still got to get you on Planet Comic Book Radio to do a full, proper interview with you. You know, what pencil do you use? You prefer Taco Bell versus Del Taco? You know, the important things for cartoons.
Well, that's really tough because Taco Bell is good, but you know what? My sister was saying, and it's true. She said that Del Taco has the thinner sliced cheese. Taco Bell's cheese is thickly sliced, and that changes the whole texture of the taco. So it's Del Taco from now on.
Well, but Ted, you and me can vouch. Actually, we've had comic book meetings at both places, right? So I guess they're even on that score. Okay. Anyway,
but actually, Taco Bell is a good place to hang out and talk, though. It's a nice place. So.
Yeah. Well, don't invite Terror on there. He believes it's the devil. So maybe we'll have to do it. That's all right. That's all right. But anyway, so Ted, you want to give us a quick little thumbnail about at least who you are, so people say, "Hey, who's this guy Ted? What's he talking for? What's he know about Stingray in comics?" Well,
I'm your friend.
That's the only way you get on the show, folks.
Hey, no, I do mini comics. I've been doing comics for a while. I actually had some real comics published. I guess it was in 1994. That was a long time ago. But anyway, I had Billy Cole published by the Cult Press. And that was really cool because that was the first time I ever had anything. Actually, that was the second time. The first thing I had published, I did pencils for AC Comics. It was you know, AC Comics, they had those like female superheroes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did a really small, like a 4 or 5 page pencil job on that. It was really, it didn't come out too good, but those guys were really cool, and they still paid me anyway. But then a couple years later, I had Billy Cole published by the Cult Press, and that was neat because I sent them like a sample of this strip that I was trying to sell to like the LA Weekly. Billy Cole, I was thinking it would be just a strip to the LA Weekly. They didn't like it, so I just sent the strip to the Cult Press, and they said, "Hey, you know, do like a 6-issue miniseries." And I was like, "Geez, I've never even really done comics, and you want me to do like a 6-issue miniseries?"
I love that.
And so I said, "Well, I can do 4 issues." And then they said, "Okay, that's great." And they didn't, you know, they couldn't pay me. They said they would pay me like after I guess they made up their costs. But they would print it and they would distribute it. But it was really cool. I had 4 issues, and so I thought, okay, well, I gotta think of 4 things that I like, you know, to make each comic book based on something I like. So like one issue's got wrestlers in it, one issue's got a giant robot and a kid in it, and you know, I was just trying to do it that way. But I mean, I did that, and after I did those comics, I got work in animation. I do storyboarding, and I've been doing that for probably off and on, like since maybe 1997. It's great work, but it's just, you know, it's not real steady. But it's really good work. Yeah.
Right. And as far as that's good. That's a good little thumbnail. That'll hopefully people will write into Planet Comic Book Radio and demand that they get Ted Secco on there for the full story and all the get in that snake pit of your mind. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, you don't want to get too close to that.
The snakes bite, right?
Yeah, the snakes bite. You know, they don't have any venom, but they leave marks.
There we go. Ted, I want to tell you though. Just comment that you've done a lot of comic work. You do a lot of whatever you want to call them, mini comics. Comics, all different shapes. And what I like about you, Ted, it's interesting to me. And I've known you since I think 2000. You do a lot of books, and sometimes I don't even know about them because sometimes you'll do a book. You tell me, you get the idea out of your head. It's something you want to create, and you print it. And then you told me you'll leave it at a couple of your places, your regular retailers, and then you go on to another book. And sometimes I don't, you tell me later that you did one. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. That's really neat. In this day and age, you got these cartoonist guys. They got podcasts and they got blogs and MySpaces and Twitters. Oh wait, that's me. But you, I mean,
that is you.
No, but it's cool how you really do it because you really, purely, absolutely love doing it. And then